Listen, Mariah Carey has thought out, baby, it's cold outside, and it's time to talk about holiday romances. What up, Search fam? Sharde here. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, my name is Sharde, and I'm out here curating and co-creating a cool ass life, which means I tell you about the books that I'm reading, among other things. Now, whether this is your first time running across me on this little corner of the internet, or you keep coming back to the channel, have not hit that subscribe button, what are we doing? Join my internet family. You know you like it over here. And I be doing the bookish things, but also the travel things and the artsy things, whatever. Now, listen, friends, this is December, child. It's December, and it's time for holiday books. Now, granted, I sometimes read a holiday book whenever I feel like it, but what I want to do is provide you all with a few book recommendations and things that I am going to be reading for the holiday season. Probably not an exhaustive list, but a small list, because I don't want to overwhelm us. Okay. Without further ado, we'll start with my physical things. Now, you all have heard me talk about two of these books before. So these are going to be rereads for me, of course, because I do like to read some of my favorites yearly. And so this year I will definitely be reading Mistlefoe by Kimberly Lemming, which is a part of the Mead Mishaps universe. And it is about Ruby, who is the daughter of a smith who makes weapons, and her daddy got cursed, and the weapons start talking, and they are absolutely feral. And so she goes to find the fox demon who cursed her dad because her dad stole ore from the fox demon. And the fox demon, Luca, goes, well, girl, if you want me to take this curse off, you're going to have to pretend to be my girlfriend so we could go to this dragon party so I can get my area sewed up. And of course, there's spiciness, there's funnies, there are appearances and mentions of other characters in the Mead Mishaps universe if you've never read it. So we know Kimberly Lemming's Stan account. I don't have to tell y'all no more. So I'm gonna read that. I also might read What Does a Girl Have to Do to Get on the Naughty List by Kimberly Lemming as well, which was a novella she wrote that's Krampus. And it's wild. I'm not even gonna hold you. It's wild. It's spicy. Why one would want to get the attention of Krampus, I don't know. But it's also got a little murder in it. All I can say is you got to read the trigger warnings, and it may not be for some of y'all's sensibilities. But I'm gonna read it again because I thought it was funny. I also may or may not, but I always talk about Maeve Black's Dear Monster Claus from the Monster Stuffer series, and I love this book. It's so adorable. I think I'll read it this year, but I'm not sure. I've talked about it elsewhere, but it's about Xochi, who is a Cupid who wants to fall in love. So she takes a sabbatical from Cupiding, and she writes letters to Santa to bring her a boo thing. And Santa is a dragon, and he's surly, and he don't really want to be Santa. And so he pops up on Xochi, and she helps him find the Christmas spirit. He helps her to become more experienced so she can fall in love. And it's very cute. I personally like it, but we know I like monsters and shifters and things like that. I also will probably reread The Holidates by Brittainy Cherry. And this one is not quite friends to lovers, but it's about Holly, who has been having really bad luck in finding dates, and she takes all these dates to this bar, and the grumpy bar owner is like, girl, you're doing it all wrong. And so he begrudgingly helps her to navigate these dating streets, and of course he falls for her. I love to see it. So I'll probably reread this. Now, this one I bought on Vibes last year and didn't get around to reading it. And that is The Most Wonderful Time by Jayne Allen. And this one is about Ramona Tucker, who is desperate to get away from her home. She's been lying to her family about her engagement, but breakups are fickle, and Ramona is convinced that she can make her pretend wedding real again, but only if she can prevent everyone from discovering her secret at her mother's over-the-top Christmas Eve party. 2,000 miles away in sunny Malibu, Chelsea Flint needs money to hold on to the beloved beachside cottage she shared with her late parents. The taxes are expensive and her art isn't paying the bills. Once a rising star of the Los Angeles art scene, Chelsea seems to have lost the spark that vaulted her to the top. If she doesn't rediscover that magic and sell a painting soon, it will be her family's home she's selling instead. The two women swap homes just in time, thanks to some careful planning by Ramona's best friend and a sturdy nudge from Chelsea's gallerist godmother. Ramona's Malibu dreams of sun and surf are interrupted by her first night brings an unwelcome stranger to the door, making her question who she can trust: Joan, the meddling neighbor, or Jay, the handsome B-side fitness instructor with secrets of his own. Chelsea, desperate for Ramona to stay, hides what she knows, even if that means jeopardizing her budding connection with charming Carlos, whose dreams for his future could be the very key to unlock Chelsea from the weight of her past. So I'm going to read that this year. I'm super excited. I also have a couple more that I am going to read. And one is Just Right for Christmas by Shon. Again, we know I love me some Shon. And obviously, I don't know what this book is about, but it was a novella, it's Christmas themed, and it's by Shon. And I think this is a sort of novella tied to the protagonist from Just Right, which was the Goldilocks retelling of that Shon wrote, which is a quad, and it was really good. So I'll report back. If you like Shon, I would read this. If you haven't read Just Right, you should definitely read it, especially if you like Why Choose. That's all I'm going to say. So a couple more that I will be rereading for the holiday season are by Talia Hibbert. We already know how I feel about Talia Hibbert. It's okay. I think in the Christmas season, we need comfort reads. And so I read my comfort authors, of course. Now, one is Wrapped Up in You, which is a best friends to lovers, where the male main character is a British actor who becomes famous in the US, goes back home after retiring, and he says, I have always loved my best friend, and this time I'm gonna tell her. And and it's a very sort of funny, cute Christmas story of him getting up the nerve to tell her, and her getting over her issues, her traumas around relationships from a failed marriage, but also being like, girl, you my bestie. You don't like me like that. And him being like, yes, I'm going to woo you. Please. And the next one is Marry Inkmas, which is about a young lady who is looking for a job, gets a job at a tattoo parlor, and the tattoo artist that owns the shop is very grumpy, very surly, but also very kind. And so they end up falling for each other. And I think there's a bit of an age gap there because she might be in university, if I remember correctly. It too is darling. And he has to get over his issues of not feeling like enough and feeling like there's something wrong that he likes her. And she's just kind of a ray of sunshine. So it's very grumpy sunshine trope. Now, I think we're going to have it's going to be a great time. I hope that you enjoy these, that you pick something up, that you have a great holiday season if you so celebrate. And as always, friends, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend about the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.